Hello, and welcome to Famicast 224, your Famicast for the latter part of June 2022. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and today I'm joined, as always, by James Charlton. Oops, wrong button.
There it is. Famicast the go-go, baby.
There it is. Cool. And we're also joined by Ty Sugar.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Here we go again. Yep.
Here we go again.
That's it. Time for another episode of the show. Probably during the show, there's going to be a Nintendo Direct. Literally. Not the one that you're probably thinking or been
it keeps
wanting.
fucking happening.
Yeah. I think, hey, it's cool for some people. It's cool for some people.
They're targeting us specifically.
That's right.
It's a psyop.
Right. No,
Anime Lords Direct. Can't wait.
Yeah, so actually, we've got a lot of cool games to talk about today. Some recent releases, some very
Holy shit.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Recent is a very good word, actually, Danny. Like, holy
James has
shit.
one.
Holy shit, recent.
Yeah, James has one like literally hot off the presses. Like, yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yes. So
From down. No, that's
there it
it.
is. So lots of cool games to talk about in new business. We got some cool news to talk about, stuff that you guys might have know about, some stuff that you might not, some Japan related stuff that I thought it was cool, so I threw it in there. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and kick things off with new business. And Ty, would you mind kicking things off today?
Sure. Okay. Well, like most people, I've been playing Ninja Turtles, but I'm gonna save that for last.
Okay.
All right. So first, I'm gonna talk about. First, I want to mention really quickly because I don't think it's coming out on Switch. It might, but anyway, I played the Rumbleverse open beta. It must have been 10 days ago.
Okay.
And they had like a 1-day open beta, and oh god, this game is fun as fuck. Okay. So it's a battle royale game. It's very Fortnite flavored in that you just like get launched into the city and you have this ever closing circle, but you don't shoot anybody in this game.
Okay.
All the moves are like fighting game moves and like wrestling moves.
Okay.
I am gonna say it is like extremely fighting game flavored, and the director is of course my best friend Keats, Adam Hart, the director of season 2 and 3 of Killer Instinct. And
cool.
If you're extremely old, you might remember him from the Wake Up SRK podcast that was on shoryuken.com. So
sure.
Anyway,
I believe you.
We know it well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so the way the game works is, just Fortnite style. You drop into the city. You customize your character, but everybody has the same move set basically, and you launch into the city. You try to gather power ups, just like stat boosters, and you have 2 slots for special moves. Aside from, and you have your just normal strikes and your normal throw. So you try to grab some good special moves, and there are like iconic fighting game special moves. You get a Shoryuken, which beats out everything. You get like a lariat, like Zangief or Mike Hager have, and that also beats out pretty much anything. And there's a lot of different throw moves. And so basically, you just get down in there and you like just street fight everyone, and winner takes all.
So this is like, you said it's kind of like a fighting game, but is it like full 3D, like a 3D like arena, if you will, when you're fighting, or like?
Yeah. It looks like Fortnite, and I believe it's being published by Epic Games. So it's almost a Fortnite spin-off for like fighting game players. Okay. This one is 40 players at a time. And a thing with this game, unlike most fighting games, is you have to take advantage of your environment. Well, I guess it's true in 3D fighting games where you have to deal with like walls and ring outs and stuff. But this, holy fuck, you can like climb buildings and walls like Spider-Man style. You just straight up climb up, and if you body slam a guy off of a building, it's massive damage.
I saw your Twitter clip of that. It's like I've never seen someone spinning pile drive someone off a skyscraper into the floor and explode like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You basically summed up like the prime appeal of this game.
Yeah, I got it. That was a good clip to share. That was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, so that was also the first game that I won. There was one where I got second, and it was devastating. I got like I said, this game is like the basic fighting game fundamentals. Like you have to like mix up your your strike, your throw, and like your shoryuken uppercut. So like it came down to me and one other guy, and it was like just like one of those final like rock paper scissors situations, and he fucking blocked my shoryuken. Jesus Christ.
So Ty, does it have an ever shrinking circle of death? Like
yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Okay. So
yeah.
the last two guys, I mean, it's literally like a smaller arena, almost like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. The one I won, yeah, it was centered around like a building, like a mid-sized building with like some grass and bushes around it. You can kind of hide in grass and bushes, which can be very funny sometimes. You just wait for somebody to come by and then you fucking suplex them.
It must be quite different from these kind of games, because Fortnite, etc. are shooters, right? So you're taking people out from a distance with a gun, right? But this one, I'm assuming you have to get a little bit up close and personal to take people out.
Absolutely. Like there are all pretty much no projectiles in this game. Like you can pick up a folding chair and throw it at someone, but you're probably not going to kill someone with it. It doesn't move that fast. It's not that accurate.
So does it not just turn into an episode of Benny Hill, like just people running around, like and just no one can catch anyone? Like, how do the kind of the weaklings get taken out early?
You can kill guys somewhat quick in this game. Like a few interactions, probably like a few mix-ups. Unless you catch somebody on top of a building and you fucking Izuna drop them into a sewer, then they're dead. They're fucking dead.
So is it the lock on? Are you changing the lock on, like who you highlighted, like with a trigger or something like that, or is it automatic? Or
yeah, I don't think there's a lock on at all. It just has pretty generous hitboxes.
Okay.
Like when you swing, it's gonna like sweep this big area in front of you, and like it'll do like the string. Like if you tap the strike button, it'll do like a 4-hit string, and it'll pretty much stay locked onto one person. And like your grabs will have a pretty wide grab range, so it's pretty generous in that context. So like trying to hit people is not hard. It's about the mix up.
Right.
Because like strikes will like just straight up beat out throws. And throws will beat guard, and then guard will beat strikes probably. Like they'll probably be unsafe. By that I mean they'll have more recovery time than the person blocking. So it is the classic rock paper scissors of fighting games with a lot of different risk and reward weighting coming into play.
Ty, we have a comment here. Actually, it's pretty much directed at you, but we have looks like we have Russ and Lemonade in the chat. And Lemonade brought up, he said, "Hey, I've been playing Tokyo Catch, but I'm not good enough to win anything from the one daily free play." Oh,
well, you have to be patient, and like and you have to learn how to judge. Like when it's like good enough that you can like put in $5 and take it. So I mean, it's not like I win something every day, every time. I play like 5 different sites a day, and like maybe sometimes I get a freebie.
Okay.
Yeah, but like just be patient and like look for the easy gets.
Hashtag get good.
Yeah. Well, like the little 3-prong crane games they have. Those are okay for just trying to snipe something for free.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you there. I saw that comment and I was like, man, yeah, Ty has something to say about that.
Yeah. All right, so that'll do it for Rumbleverse. Next up, Dead by Daylight. It's the anniversary event. If you play Dead by Daylight one time a year, play it now.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, so for the anniversary event, here's what they do. They have some special cosmetic rewards you get from doing an extra funny thing. You like find the golden burrito or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes, love the golden burritos.
It's not a burrito, but
okay.
you find that you can get like up to like 12 free cosmetics that are like special only for this event. And the big thing is you get like extra points, like your progression blood web gotcha bullshit thing. Like it's gonna like just shower you with the anniversary cake. There's a new one every year, and it basically boosts your blood point gain by 100%, 106% because it's the 6th anniversary.
Wow!
Right, and the thing is, it works for everybody, and all 5 players pretty much every time will run it. So you're gonna get like up to like 200,000 points per game.
God.
So I've been just trying to go as hard on that as I can while it lasts and stack up as many fucking cakes as I can.
Right. One does.
Cakes, burritos, blood points. Got it.
Yeah. Yep. It's actually a flan. It's not a cake this year.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have a good flan puns, please tell me.
I was just trying to think of one, but yeah, I got nothing, man.
Right. So my flan of action.
There it is. It's as good as we're gonna get today.
Stupid Flanders.
Right.
Okay. And the new Killer and Survivor also just came out. Maybe I mentioned him last time. I don't know. The new Killer is Dredge, and he is fun as fuck.
Yeah, I remember talking about Sluds, if you recall.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Judge Dredd, but never mind.
Him too.
Judge Dredd. Yeah.
Dredge.
You just kind of mash the 2 words together.
Right.
But he's fun as fuck. Like, he can teleport around the map. He turns the whole map dark. He's scary to deal with. You can teleport around lockers and just pop out at survivors and lock them up. He's great. He's pretty strong. I like him a lot.
OP, lol, game broken.
OP, yeah. I don't know if he's as OP as who are the OP killers? Nurse and Blight. Maybe Spirit. I don't know. But no, he seems decently strong. And I like him a lot. I wish they buffed Sadako. She's like turned out to be kind of weak.
Okay.
Dredge, oh, he's fun as fuck. He has a new perk, which I think may actually get nerfed. We'll see. It's so basically, you know, in Dead by Daylight there are lockers strewn around the map.
Yeah.
And survivors can hide in them or whatever. And so he has an ability where if he searches a locker, he gets shown the location of all survivors, which are like within 8 meters of a locker, which is probably like 2/3 map coverage. So it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
And he can do it like every 30 seconds.
God.
So it's like a constant snitch perk. It's great. So, and like you just find someone, you teleport to the locker, you rush them down, you go to the next guy. Pretty good.
Yeah. Sounds like I would just I'd just be dead.
He's already dead.
Right.
Yeah. I mean there is counterplay. Like survivors can lock the lockers now.
Oh. Okay.
So, like, if he teleports to one that's locked, he takes a few seconds to get out, and he makes a lot of noise when he does it. As opposed to, like, he makes a lot of noise when he pops out regularly, but it's like instant jump scare. It's pretty good. He's a good jump scare killer. I like it. Yeah, and there's some new survivor. Who cares? They're all the same. All right. So that's what I've been playing. Oh, besides Ninja Turtles, let's fucking talk about Ninja Turtles.
Oh, actually, you guys are going to tag team this one, right? I haven't been playing this game, but Danny, I just want to test something in the chat, in the public chat. I just pasted a sentence. Could you read that sentence, Danny, in the chat?
Oh God, Henry Harold Peter Baker.
Okay, doesn't make any sense, right? No. Ty, do you get this? You don't get it? Okay. Now, if I show you it in this font, say it again.
Henry Harold Peter Baker.
You're not saying it right.
Oh,
Henry Harold Peter Baker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen this Twitter account.
This is amazing. This Twitter account. They've basically it goes through the whole of Wikipedia, finding words which fit in with the TMNT theme song. It's amazing.
Okay.
Isn't it a good one? NASA
Novel
open source agreement. It's so good.
Nice.
Anyway,
yeah, so we should remark first of all that they do have the original cartoon theme song in the game.
Yeah,
it's a cover. It's not like the original version,
right?
But it's pretty authentic.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna throw up some footage here. This is from like when I first started playing the game, so forgive me because it's probably pretty scrubby. I didn't even know how to run at the time. Okay. So yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like here trying to implement like all the Streets of Rage technology.
Same guys, right?
Yeah, same guys.
Nice. And, I love the music. It's so like 16-bit, like takes me back to.
Yeah, it's done by the Sonic Mania guy.
Cool.
Great.
Yeah, and it definitely sounded like it. Like I played through the game and I'm like, this sounds like either the Sonic Mania guy or like the Shantae guy.
Mm-hmm.
And like, are they the same? Time to look it up. And they're like, yeah, it's the Sonic Mania guy.
But just the instruments, right? The instruments that they use are Konami, Super Nintendo. It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Got that vibe. Yeah, but yeah, like I feel like the Konami jams were a little more kind of rock and roll. Oh, which were all done by Musuhiko Izumi, who went on to be the the director and one of the lead musicians for Guitar Freak's Drum Mania.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
We all knew that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Now let's. Oh, there are also some surprises in the soundtrack. I shouldn't spoil it, maybe. But if you aren't gonna. If you're not planning on playing anything, you might want to head to YouTube and check out the soundtrack. The company actually just like directly upload the whole soundtrack to YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that because I was searching for songs to use for the audio version. So I mean, if you're listening to the audio version after the live show on YouTube, you might hear a cool track before this segment. You probably already heard it, but yeah, dude, yeah, the music's really good. And like most of the time when I've been playing, it's a lot of it playing in handheld mode on Switch. And at the time, you're playing on Xbox, obviously, right?
Right.
Yeah. So like, I haven't got to check out all the music like completely, but you know, there have been some times where I was playing on TV, or I was actually playing on my PC too, playing the PC version, and mostly the Switch for me. And I mean, in terms of performance on the Switch and stuff like that, I couldn't find anything to really complain about. I think I kind of read on like Twitter or something, somebody complained about maybe some performance issues, but I haven't run into anything that is even really noticeable too much. And I imagine probably an Xbox, that's not a thing.
Right. Not a thing.
Yeah.
So this is a 6-player online, but no crossplay, right?
Yeah. Crossplay is only works with Xbox and PC. And actually, just like as of yesterday or a couple of days ago, the devs did say that, you know, it's something that they're thinking about doing, but I mean, who knows what that means.
Yeah, I think they said they weren't planning any DLC for this game.
Okay.
No, I presume that also means like no major updates.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that would take something to implement.
That's a lot of work for like, basically people just like us, and that's about it.
Right. So it's like,
crossplay.
Yeah, it is kind of a shame because I think these days people do have different consoles, their friends have different stuff, and you just kind of want to play with your buddies no matter what you're on. And I think a lot of devs have been doing a really good job about that type of stuff. But I mean, it can't be perfect.
Yeah, unless it's something like Fortnite, where you've got $1 trillion, so you can do that kind of thing.
Right.
I don't think these guys have that much money.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me think it would be great if, like, I don't know, some like major legislative body like mandated that games have to have like crossplay, or like Sony or somebody can't just charge usurious amounts of money for nothing.
It would probably only happen in Europe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, Europe should do that,
right?
And then like companies will hopefully just fall in line.
European Union, saving the world one step at a time. You're welcome, everyone.
Yep. Yeah. So I was shocked and delighted by a certain music artist that showed up to do Shredder's theme. Yeah. I don't think I'll spoil it.
Okay.
But check that shit out.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, they brought Michael Jackson back from the dead to do the most 90s thing you've ever heard.
Yes.
Moonwalker bonus stage. Got it.
Right. Genesis version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been having some fun with this. I haven't beaten the story mode yet, but I'm pretty close. It's just so easy just to kind of like pick up and play. Yeah, I usually play like about one stage at a time, and then I have to like set it down or do something or whatever. So this game's good for that because the stages don't take like a ridiculous amount of time or anything like that. Like maybe at most like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're your average beat 'em up stage.
Yeah,
pretty authentic. There's a lot of stages though. I was surprised.
Nice. More than Streets of Rage 4 time?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it takes a little longer than Streets of Rage to play through this game. That's just my gut feeling. I didn't time it or anything.
Just looks so good though.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks authentic. Tell the animators had a lot of fun just thinking, how many cute things can we make the foot soldiers do?
Oh my god!
Yeah. Even in this first stage alone, like watching them on the computers and like at the front desk and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it only escalates.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's that's fun. Just like playing through the stages, like, okay, what are they gonna have these guys do now? And it's like, and there's even like even your characters too. They have like taunts and stuff like that they can do, which is kind of cool.
I found that out by accident, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, there's actually quite a bit of a depth, I think, to the gameplay. Like what I'm doing in the gameplay for watching right now, it's just a lot of like the simple attacks and stuff like that. But there's like a lot of like things that you need to do to take out certain enemies. Like if you saw earlier in the footage, there were some guys with some shields, and like unless you get behind him and like kick him in the back, you're gonna have to like try to come at him. But you have a charge attack that you can use to like charge up your weapon, and then you could like basically it knocks them back, and then you can like take them out. Right. Other guys are like,
let me chime in here with my fighting game brain,
please.
So you have a lot of freedom in just like canceling moves into other moves. Like first guy I played through with was Raphael, so I noticed like you can do his basic string it in, so kind of an uppercut kind of thing, and like if you hit your attack and jump together, he does like a jumping uppercut. It's like fucking Soul Bad Guys,
right?
So like you just string that together, and then like after his last hit, then you do the uppercut after, and then once you reach the apex, you can dive kick out of that, and that's fucking busted. And also there's like the defensive roll move.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can do that pretty much any time.
Yeah. Like that's a thing you need to do like at a pretty consistent, pretty constant basis, because people are coming at you from all over the place, and it's a good way to avoid some damage.
Right. Yeah, and like you can get a move out of that too. So like you have a lot of stuff you can do, and you can get it to all flow together if you're smart about it. Like if you played a lot of fighting games or Streets of Rage or even like Devil May Cry, like it'll make a lot of sense to you. Or you can just go in and hit the buttons. That's fine too.
Right, and I mean, I'm just playing like on chill mode, like the easy baby mode, and you know, it's fine. And I think it's great that they have that there for people that are rusty or just can't be bothered.
Casual scum.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But you know, then
so
they do have harder for people like Ty.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Like when you first start, there's like 3 difficulty levels.
mhm.
I would guess there's an unlockable one, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, it seems like there would or should be, right?
So
Yeah.
what's I was going to ask, what's the loop like? You know, with Streets of Rage 4, you know, the risk reward system. Does it have something like that or something different?
Yeah,
different
it has
take on
something very similar. Like, okay, look at this footage. You see the blue gauge in the upper left there.
Right.
So you fill that up by landing blows and not getting hit, and for every one you stock, you get like a super attack basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's kind of how Streets of Rage worked. I think you might be able to use it whenever, but it'll cost some of your life bar, like in the old games.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I might be wrong. I don't know. I didn't use it that much when I didn't have meter.
It usually just says like, "Oh, can't use it." Like the character will actually say something like, "Oh, I don't have enough."
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the 74 in the top left right now, that's like
just your score, I think.
Maybe how many guys are killed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing to do with that part.
Yeah.
Got it.
But it's like the gauge with the 1 on this screen. And like if you're playing the story mode, like your abilities will unlock over time.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I think when you hit max level, you're able to stock 3, maybe. Yeah, and like they're pretty good for just emergency bailout buttons or even like combo extenders if you're doing great.
Right.
Yeah, which is kind of how it worked in Streets of Rage. Like it just clicked it immediately for me. It's like, oh, that's how this works. I got it.
Yeah, and you just James, I don't know if you just noticed, but then there were the foot soldiers right there just playing Game Boys.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, I think my favorite foot soldier was like the Carnival Barker foot soldier on Coney Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And another thing you have to know is like some of the enemies in this game, like these guys on screen, they fucking block, and you have to do your charge up move to break their block or circle around them or something. And like as you get farther, there'll be more enemies with like other like defensive or evasive capabilities that you need to do very specific stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
And when you get certain mixes of enemies, it's like Streets of Rage where you have to like really use your brain and play evasively.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you're playing this is your footage, right?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Like even on like chill baby mode, like you have like multiple trash enemies along with the boss.
Yeah.
So you constantly have to crowd control like
exactly.
like any decent beat 'em up game. Like I mean, these guys made Streets of Rage 4 one of the best games ever, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah. One other thing I like, Ty, about this is the I do like the overworld map that they have. I don't have any footage of it to show, unfortunately. But I mean, yeah, after each level, you go out onto like an overworld, and it's just like it's an overworld. You can go to the next stage.
Yeah, it's a very basic thing like Mario World or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you in the van? Are you in the van or something?
Yeah. It actually looks a lot like the Ninja Turtles 1 on NES.
Nice.
Like I was immediately reminded of it. I'm like, wow.
Right. Hi, Tony. Hey, what's up, bud? He says it's pretty difficult to grab the shielded guys. You have to get super close to them and then push in their direction. I'm still in awe of all those animations. Yeah, man. And yeah, actually, I will say, like, Ty, I mean, maybe it's easier for you, but like grabs, sometimes like I can't do them as much as I would like because it's like automatic because you just get up close to them and then I forgot like what even initiates it, but
yeah, it's like you just walk into them. So it's like Streets of Rage or Final Fight or whatever.
Yeah, there's the map. But
nice.
Yeah,
I love it. Love the look of this. So I'm just waiting for the DLC, the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle DLC, and then I'll get it.
Wow, and they're going to remove Michelangelo's nunchucks because kids might do something.
Exactly.
Yeah, evil. Can't have those.
I have to protect my fragile British brain, Ty.
Right.
Polluted with Japanese weapons.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, there are like so many swords and fucking knives and shit. Oh no, nunchucks.
He's fluent in Japanese.
There.
Sorry, bit of an in-joke for the patrons there.
Nunchucks.
We can skip past that.
All right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah, Ninja Turtles. Now on Game Pass. It was on Game Pass immediately.
Yeah, dude. Like I bought the Switch version and then I like booted up my PC for something and then I was like, oh, it's on Game Pass. Damn it.
Yeah. We should play some games later.
No, dude, I want to play through this. Yeah, it'd be fun as heck. So
the fucking grappling hook. That was the lamest shit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they changed it in the US version too, so they didn't have to produce 2 cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, Metal Mike brings this up too. He's like, "Hey, I'm waiting for my physical copy from Limited Run. Danny, did you get the Mega Radical Edition?" So, I did not, but because there's actually a Japan exclusive physical version that's coming out. Like it's like coming out on PS4 and Switch only. Comes out on August 25th. It's a little bit different than the one in the West. It does have like an outer case and like, the actual physical version of the game. Obviously, the main difference is we have Japanese on it. And this version comes with like a CD and like this little acrylic stand that has like little acrylic versions of the Turtles. It looks really cool. And I just saw it on Amazon last night for like 4,300 yen. So like, I don't know, $45 or something. So like, I'm probably going to throw it out because it's cool.
Nice. And Ty was threatening to double dip. That would be a good way to double dip, wouldn't it? Get that awesome package.
Yeah. But anyway, Ty, anything else you want to say about Turtles, man? I mean, we could probably go on for like an hour or something about this, probably, But
yeah, better not. I mean, if you have a Game Pass, just play it for yourself. It's right there.
Yeah. And even on Switch, it's like what, $20?
Like, I think 25.
25. Okay. Oh, it was on sale, I think, when it first came out.
Yeah,
like a launch sale.
There was a launch sale. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, okay. Oh,
Danny,
Hi Tanny also says, well, in regard for the boxes, it said, "Hey, there's another collector's a box EU version. I think all of them got different stuff in them. Damn." All right.
Oh yeah. By the way, I ordered a special collector's physical only EU game. I'll let you guys be surprised by it later. James knows.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes. Unfortunately, I know.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
And so does my dad. Right.
Right. Your dad is gonna have to get his own copy.
Right. More on that later.
Nice.
Another episode, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it ships in August.
All right.
I'll let him know.
Cool. All right, Tyler. Well, if that's all you got,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go next.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have much to say because what I was going to talk about is Turtles, and obviously me and Ty did that.
We tag teamed it. That's the way to do it.
Exactly. Even though I was playing it solo mostly, but yeah, okay.
I mean, metaphorically.
I know. Yeah, but
we should play some later.
Yeah, we definitely need to. Oh, James, thank you. If you're watching the video version, you can see a picture of the Japanese special edition. And if you scroll down a little bit, James, it has a closer up of that acrylic little stand. If you click on it, it should be relatively, or that. I mean, actually click on it, it should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little stand. And it's awesome. So yeah, I'm probably gonna throw it down because I've been having a lot of fun with the game, and it'd be cool to have a physical version. So, yep, and that's that.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to remark about the voice actors. They have a couple of the original voice actors. They sound much older.
People want to see the original Turtles. I keep telling you, he's 96 years old, and he's dead.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Shredder's voice actor was also Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince, and he is long dead.
Yeah. Whoa!
Rip in peace.
Well, Super Shredder is Kevin Nash.
James Avery.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. Holy shit.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, it's Kevin Nash. All right. Well, like I said, I'll continue on with some new business. It's something kind of short. Something I picked up here recently. If you're on the think I should talk about this in the Discord. Twitter? God, I don't even remember.
Twitter, I think. I saw it on Twitter.
Okay, Twitter. But yeah, so I've been kind of wanting to pick up a controller for my computer for a while, because I've been using like an old crusty PS4 controller that I got with my launch unit, and like something weird happened to that controller, like on the left stick, like some of the rubber started coming off, and one day I was like, okay, let's just take this little piece off of here. And that was a bad idea, because then the whole thing started peeling off like over time. And yeah, now it's just kind of like a gooey, sticky mess. Like every time I play something, my thumb turns kind of like black a little bit because of just fucking crap all over it and stuff. But I was like, man, I kind of want to get an Xbox controller. Let's just hop on, Microsoft Japan. Just pick one up. If it only were that easy, man. Like it's pretty crazy, because I mean, yeah, these days Microsoft Series S's, you can find them like pretty much anywhere. Amazon, you can find them at physical stores and stuff like that. So if you want an Xbox Series S, you can pick one up. If you want a Series X, that's a different story. And apparently, if you want accessories, Microsoft just doesn't have any here in Japan. So it's kind of weird. So like I was talking to Ty about this before the show, but one thing that they've been promoting is, you can design your own controller. And they've done this in the West for probably longer than they have here.
Yeah, I think at least 2 years.
Oh, damn. Okay. And it's pretty robust, because I saw like a promoted tweet. I see it like every day talking about, hey, you can do this. I mean, it's not cheap, but whatever. These controllers are not cheap these days, But I thought about doing it, but I was kind of going through it, and it's like, yeah, it'll take 3 to 4 weeks to ship. And I was like, I don't have that kind of time. I do. Brilliant. But so I popped on just a reseller here, Medukari, or Mercari, as I think it's
Mercari
pronounced in America. The American one is completely different than the Japanese one. But anyway, just kind of going through just for kicks, just to see, okay, they got any Series X's? Yes, cool, $800, nice. No thank you. And then sometimes they have like some controllers on there, and being Japan, and things being in the condition that they usually are whenever you get them used, aka they're nice. Like the guy in the description, he was like, yeah, I bought this extra controller, and I because I thought I'd use it more, but I just haven't. So I was like, all right, well, it comes with the box, so like, let's just order this thing. And, it was like probably like $70. So I was like, okay, that's not great, but whatever. And I got it. It's the shock blue color, really nice, sharp looking color. And when I got it, I was really surprised, because it was still sealed here and everything too. And it even had like the batteries in there and everything, like unopened. And I was like, all right, let's freaking go. And yeah, I got this, and I just over the weekend, and I was kind of testing it out just a bit with Turtles.
Danny, I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
You get a controller with the console, right?
Yeah.
So why would Xbox owners want a second controller to play with their friends?
Well, I would say with the advertising they're doing now, they're really focused on Game Pass, and even in their commercials and stuff like that you'll see like online, not on TV, obviously. They don't really seem to care what kind of pad you're playing with. Like they show people playing with PS4 controllers, they don't care, and they're like, yeah, you can use your PS4 controller and play Game Pass on your PC, stuff like that. They don't care.
Right.
So that's probably
there's nothing they can do to stop you from playing with any fucking weirdo device you can insert into your PC.
Yeah, man.
Well, I think that reseller just kind of proved my point. Is like, he bought the second one, never used it, didn't even open it, doesn't have any friends. Basically.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, I usually don't have anybody to play with here locally either, so I know how that goes. But
I always remember that that survey they did of like, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox owners in Japan, and it was like number of married people on Xbox, it was like 0%, and it wasn't, not even joking.
Nice. Yeah, because it's all the Idol Master players. Let's go.
Right. They are married.
Yeah, to their
not
idols.
to a human being.
Right.
No, but this is my first Xbox controller that I've had since like the 360 days. So it's been pretty nice just to actually play, on the PC with an actual Xbox controller. All the buttons actually are what they say they are, obviously. So I was just trying. Yeah,
X and Y look the wrong way around to me.
Right. Oh man, that can be a little bit confusing after doing the Nintendo stuff for so long and not playing Xbox for a long time. Yeah, it is a little bit weird, but it doesn't take that much.
me and Ty had some good times translating for each other. I'm like, Ty, press the Y button, and he's like, okay. James, press the X button, and we mean the opposite.
Right.
he's translating to Nintendo, and I'm translating to Xbox for him.
Right.
Good times.
Just press the top button. Press the left button.
Right. Yeah. So I think I just played a little bit of like Perfect Dark on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Turtles. Maybe something else. Maybe I think like Sniper Elite 5. Yeah. That's on Game Pass. So I was playing that a little bit and stuff like
Exploding Hitler's balls in X-Men.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's actually a really fun game. I was kind of surprised that was on there. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Is Perfect Dark the was it 360? Like the enhanced version?
Yeah.
And like the kind of stupid thing about some games on if you want to play on your PC, like some of those games like Perfect Dark or some of those games like that, they're locked to console or the cloud. So to play them on your PC, you got to play it via the cloud, which it's fine. Like when I was playing it, I was pretty close to my wireless router. Yes.
I thought you were going to say you plugged.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. The cord, I could have got the cord out.
You have a LAN adapter, don't you, Danny?
I do. Usually when I'm playing, it's upstairs, and like I don't feel like dragging a cable all the way up the stairs.
It's a laptop, dude. It's not a fucking desktop. You can.
No, I know, but like, I know.
He has to hide from the cat.
I do. Right. No, he doesn't care. I just mainly so I don't annoy my wife. I'm like playing in the living room and she's trying to watch TV and I'm like, stuff like that. Like, what are you doing? I can't use headphones. I don't want to use headphones.
Okay.
But anyway, so like that. Anyways, that's it really for me. I mean, it was a cool pickup. I like this controller. And Lemonade actually says, hey, I have 2 of the custom Xbox controllers. One from years ago with the Xbox One and one for the Series X. Yeah, I remember seeing I think on his YouTube channel, he had like some pictures of his controllers and they're pretty awesome. But anyways, James.
Yeah. I got a couple of things to show. Wait, is it going to put the music on? Yeah, let me just turn the music off on this one. It's not a very loud game. The first one is called Cloud Gardens. Yes, Cloud Gardens. So yeah, I just thought I'd briefly mention this one. And we got the code sent to us for this. But it's funny because the gameplay loop for this, it's basically you building gardens on these kind of dioramas. If you're watching the video version, you can see it. And it's cool. It looks nice. It's kind of like a cool kind of aesthetic. It's you plant the seed and then you put like objects on near the seed and then it makes things grow. It's easier just to see the footage of it than explain. But it's funny because the gameplay loop was exactly the same as another game from the same publisher, which I talked about, I don't know, a few months ago. It was that little kind of town building game. And the name was totally gone from my mind. But like in that game, you were putting down buildings. And then when you put certain buildings near to each other, you got, more points. You moved on to the next scene. Mm-hmm. And this seems to use the same kind of template, almost like gameplay loop. Mm-hmm. Like it's the same thing. Like when you grow enough plants, then you'll go on to the next scene. In the bottom left, you can see like a percentage. And then when you complete it, it says next scene. And then you go to the next one. And then, it's just a different diorama. And it's all just like, foggy kind of like, I don't know, post-apocalyptic kind of scenes. And you're just kind of growing plants and stuff. Just, just a very relaxing, chill game, which is exactly what I said about that city world building game several months ago.
Right. I was trying to find the name. I still couldn't find it. But
yeah, man. So, yeah, I think that was more of like a score attack game. This one is. Oh, did you find it?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, I didn't.
You were like, okay.
No, sorry, I was just breathing.
Okay, try not to.
Right.
So yeah, that was given to us, and then the one that I actually requested. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and it's hot off the press. It's released today, right, Danny?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got it last week, and the timing for this podcast is absolutely perfect because unlike that game Agent Intercept, where they gave it to us, 3 weeks before the game came out, and then I couldn't talk about it until 2 episodes later. This one, the embargo was literally an hour ago, so we can talk about it.
Good shit.
And this is called Firegirl. I just thought it looks really fucking awesome because I mean I may have talked about Ignition Factor, a Super Nintendo game that I really liked back in the day.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Isn't that on Nintendo Switch Online?
Yeah, it is on Switch Online too, which is awesome. A firefighting game, yeah.
Yeah.
And that one's like more like an isometric kind of one.
Yeah.
Top down kind of view. And this one is a side view, so it's like almost like a 2D platformer-esque looking. And it is sprite based, but the backgrounds are in Unreal Engine.
Oh, okay.
And the camera, you can move the camera up and down, which is kind of really weird, but it fits. It actually almost reminds me of the 2D HD 2D games. What do you call it? Octopath Traveler and Raibu and all that kind of stuff.
Triangle strategy, blah blah blah.
Triangle strategy. It's kind of like that, but it's not, because this is more like I said, you can move the camera, for example. You can move it up and down, and the backgrounds are full on Unreal Engine. Like the fire effects are Unreal Engine fire effects, and the wall textures and stuff like that. But they have reskin stuff to make it look more like a 2D sprite game,
right?
Which is cool. And the main character is a little cute firefighter girl character. She's super cute. And so the obviously you're putting out fires, and you actually have a nice little Super Mario Sunshine-esque kind of jump squirt thing,
right?
Hover thing. So if you jump and then do it, you kind of bounce up really high. If you time it right, if you like jump and then water, she'll point it down, hose downwards, and she'll do like a really big jump. But if you stand still, it's the triggered buttons. You can just put out fires while standing on the spot. And you can squirt anywhere. You're not like restricted to like hose length or something like that. You've got a portable water tank, so you can go wherever you want. And basically just putting out fires, go to room, and then there's always at least one person to rescue, and then there's little bonus kiddies to rescue as well. And then you get like basically fan points. Basically people become your fan. If you do like things like rescue cats, rescue people, you can hear people outside the burning building like screaming with excitement, they're your fans kind of thing. It's funny. I like the humor, actually. The writing is good as well. You have an axe as well to kind of clear doors, to break down doors and break down debris and stuff like that. Usually the people that you need to rescue are under a pile of wood.
Okay, so you better watch that axe. You might chop them in half.
Oh yeah, you just axe straight through it. It's fine.
Okay.
you can't kill them.
I'm a big fan of these burning skulls.
Yeah,
very very metal.
Yeah, this is I think we're in the training mode here, but you start off and the fire station is on fire, and the fire chief's like, this is your training. We totally planned for it. It's like it's that kind of humor. It's very tongue in cheek. It's like, but actually, I didn't realize this. This game is a roguelite.
Okay.
I really didn't realize it. So like I was maybe in like the 4th stage or something like that, and I was like, this is really similar to the previous one, but like things are in different positions. I was like, okay. And then I read a little bit more about it, and it's it's a roguelike game. So basically, you do missions, you get cash. If you rescue more people, you get more cash. If you die, you lose cash because you have to call an ambulance. So it's definitely based in America.
Yeah, or GTA.
So you might lose a little bit of cash if you die, but then rescue people, put out fires, find stuff, and you get more money, and then you go on to the next mission. And you can upgrade yourself. So you can upgrade your hose, you upgrade your axe, your hover ability. So it's like 4 or 5 missions in, I'm like, okay, I get the loop now. It's go into a place, put out the fires, rescue people, come back to the firehouse, the fire station, upgrade your stuff, go back in for another mission. And it's a really fun loop. Like it's not like a true roguelike game where you just lose all your shit and you would start from level 0 and it's like, fuck you, do it all again.
Right.
It's not that. You keep your progress. You might lose a bit of money if you die, but the progression through the game, like more characters get added. Like you'll have just a few seconds ago, you might have seen a guy at the equipment guy, and then there's like an ambulance driver guy who he'll help you for less than usual kind of thing. I've forgotten else. There was another character that you kind of unlock. So like every stage or so, new characters will be added, new abilities will be added, and the firehouse will change, and new people will be introduced. So it's like there is a sense of progression. So I wouldn't, and if the roguelike word scares you or you just immediately get put off with that word, don't be. This game is not like that. It's I guess they're just doing that just to kind of have random elements, I guess, or just to make it different each time. Which is
was
fine.
muted. It's just like randomly generated stages, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like you restart the whole game at any.
No, definitely not. So and I'm assuming like you go to like different types of stages and stuff. Like I've already seen like 2 or 3 of those. So you start in the firehouse and then you go to like a certain kind of apartment building, and then a different kind of apartment building with different elements to it. So it's really fun. Like I was really happy. It's like it is the game that I thought it was going to be. Even with the roguelike things, which I didn't know about, it threw me off initially, but then I was relieved to find that's not a big deal. So I was just really attracted to this game just from the first screenshot that I saw. I think I saw a trailer like months ago, actually, really months ago. I put my name down on the review list, so long ago. I actually forgot about it, and then got the email kind of like a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, oh shit, it's coming out, and we got a code. Word. Thanks, man. Yeah, the full title. Thank you. Danny, Firegirl : Hack and Splash Rescue.
And then this one, because it's out on PC and stuff, right?
Yeah. This is out on Steam already, but this is like an enhanced version? ?
Yes, I think it's like has a DX moniker.
Oh, DX, yeah.
DX, yes. Looks like a very DX game.
Yeah.
D-Generation X.
And it uses the Unreal Engine a hell of a lot better than the Sonic Frontiers ever does. Hey, yo. Right?
That's a put down, and that hurts.
Yeah. Even though it's a 2D sprite-based game, it still looks way better than the Sonic full 3D game. So, recommended. Yeah, I don't know how much it is. Maybe
that's always,
around $20. Maybe.
Yeah, that's always kind of an annoying thing, right? Like, so let's say you buy something and then you go back on the eShop and say, "Wait, how much was that?" Or
you don't know, right?
This where you get a review code or something, you're like, "Wait, I want to recommend this to people, but I don't even know how much it is because I can't see that."
Right. Yeah, exactly. And so the game, the other hotness. I mean, this just came out today, and then there was another game that came out yesterday. ? Fall Guys.
Oh, right.
Was that
Right,
today
right.
or yesterday? I can't
Yesterday,
remember.
the
That was
21st.
yesterday. Okay. That's 21st. Okay. So yeah, I put in a few matches of Fall Guys, which is Fall Guys : Ultimate something. Shit.
Yeah, they changed some stuff, didn't they? I forgot that. Yeah, yeah.
It has a Ultimate something.
Right.
Party mode.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, if somebody can find the price of Firegirl, that would be awesome. So Ultimate Knockout.
Okay.
And actually, Danny, do you know that? I think the Japanese version actually has a slightly different name. I could be wrong about that. I just saw like a Japanese Twitter ad for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, YouTube ad. And it wasn't called Ultimate Knockout.
Okay.
So I don't know if Danny can find that answer to that.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, for Firegirl, $17.99
Okay.
on the on North American eShop.
Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, if it looked good to you, if you like the idea of it, yeah, go for it. Or put it on your wish list and wait for it to come down in price. Whatever. Either way. So yeah, Fall Guys. I mean, we've heard about this game for what, like a year, more than a year now,
Right.
since it was on. It was free PlayStation Plus game ?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is like, how Rocket League got popular.
Yep.
Right.
And
so
when it was free too, that was like 2020. During the first summer of the pandemic. So I mean, yeah, a lot of people were probably still staying inside, and there's something to play. So. Yeah,
it's funny because like Rocket League also started off on PlayStation Plus and then became free to play, and then now this is exactly the same same process, right?
Yep.
Whatever. 2 years later, we get the free to play version.
Right.
So yeah, I looked at a video comparison of the PC version and the Switch version, and yeah, the graphics are very much cut back. There's like I guess the depth of field or like kind of blurring effects are not there. There is a certain kind of like effect that they've added on, like a kind of white lines going zip 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 past you, but there's none of those kind of technical effects on the Switch version. From what I see, it does look quite basic. It looks more similar to an indie game, like a low budget indie game. But there are 60 guys on screen at once, and the frame rate holds up.
That's the most important thing. Huh?
That's the most important thing, right? I mean, I'm assuming there's lots of kind of clever, trickery going around with the netcode here, because having this many characters and no slowdown, obviously there are people who are on shitty connections and disconnecting, but it doesn't affect you, which is
even looking at your gameplay, looking at the animations of each character, sometimes a little bit jerky, but
yeah, the other players are,
exactly. But that's got to be intentional, because yeah,
exactly. I mean, I've seen that effect in like Mario Kart, like where the other players kind of jump around a little bit, even though you're playing silky smooth, but like the other characters kind of flicker around a bit. It's kind of like that, I guess.
Sure.
But yeah, it's really fun actually. I mean, if you like 3D platform games, that skill set does carry over. I mean, it's like a very heavy 3D Mario game, I guess. Your guy doesn't jump very high, but the movement is good. The camera control is good. He's got a jump and a dive, I think. I couldn't really understand what the point of the dive was. It's just he just seems to kind of like just fall on his ass. Maybe that's like dive across the finishing line or something like that.
Yeah, or to make like a certain tough jumps, you can dive.
Oh, okay, and yeah, and also I don't think I captured this part, but they also have a ledge grab.
Okay.
Like if there's a step which is just a little bit higher than your guy, if you jump up, he will grab onto it with his hands and pull himself up. So that's also a thing, but that's like a context sensitive action. So if you jump against a ledge, it'll do that automatically.
Okay.
So the kind of stages are kind of like randomized. So yeah, you'll have just race to the finish with like things kind of getting in your way, like spinning around, or it's like all those Takeshi's Castle or Wipeout or Ultimate Knockout or whatever those games are called. Like I'm talking about real life, quiz show games, not quiz show games, whatever.
Right. The real Japanese torture ones.
Yeah. right. Yeah, that's why I said Takeshi's Castle.
Right.
Yeah, that's the original, right? And then you'll get things like stay on like maybe in the third stage you'll go, obviously the players are getting fewer and fewer, right? Then when you're down to like the last 20 guys, it'll be like stay on this, surface surrounded by poison, without falling off. I think that's what this one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of grim.
Yeah, and if you make one mistake at that point, you're eliminated. But I'm not actually entirely sure, but I think that maybe the first 2 rounds, if you fall off, you just get put back.
Right.
A little bit back.
It's like first across the line.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a setback, but it does have little save points after a certain stage. Like in each part of the stage, it'll have maybe like, I don't know, 6 or 7 save points. Maybe not save points, what do you call it? Warp points, or when you die, you go back to that point.
Checkpoints, maybe.
Checkpoints, yeah. But when you reach like the 3rd or 4th round, no checkpoints. You die, you're out.
Okay.
So, but I could be wrong. It might be just on a case by case thing. It could be like each stage is different the way it's calculated. I'm not sure.
I've literally never played this, but yeah, I think that's how it is. Depends on your stage.
Okay. So yeah, basically just pay attention to the rules of each stage, each round as you go in, and then you'll be okay. Like with this one, I think if you fall off, you just get reset.
Okay.
But, I'm really good, so I don't fall off.
Right. I saw your transitions that you were probably hiding things that you don't want people to see.
That's right. Yes. that was actually my son. But
sure it was.
I was like, maybe I'll take over. Yes. Yeah. Maybe not suitable for kids. This it looks cute, but it's hard. Deceptively cute, I guess. Yeah, I like these kind of ones. These remind me of like Mario Odyssey kind of stages. And maybe even Galaxy actually. Yeah, Galaxy stages similar to this.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The way you've got like seesaws and you've got to use the weight and gravity to kind of make it tilt up. Right. And then jump at the right time. There's another one where it's like you step on the block and then it disappears. Yeah, and I've seen other ones like I've seen videos of people playing ones where you're jumping across blocks and as soon as you jump it disappears, so you can't go back. And that is definitely a Mario Galaxy stage. That is literally one of the final stars, is like those balls hard like levels where disappearing floor. Right. So yeah, I mean I think if you have Mario skills, 3D Mario skills, you'll do well with this game. It's just, what random shit is going to be thrown at you and what other people, you're going to get knocked off by someone or some random thing is going to fly and hit you, which you can't do anything about. So, but yeah, I'll probably put in a few more games. It's free to play. It has all the usual season pass and all that bullshit. Right. But cosmetics. I was getting cosmetics just for free. It has little kind of like achievement things as well. So if you do certain things, you get more points or whatever. You get more costumes. It's getting smacked to shit here.
Yeah, that little bow thing ain't playing around, man. Holy crap!
Yeah. You can kind of use those to your advantage a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Then I realized you could actually just jump over those at the right time. Oh yeah, this is the climbing up.
I see.
There it is. So yeah, Fall Guys.
Get absolutely destroyed.
Right. You do sometimes get into kind of frustrating loops where you'll go towards a door or something and it'll move up. But then by the time you get to it, by the time you get to it, it's gone down again. And then you go to another one, but that's gone down and you're going back and forth. It's like, okay, just stay in the same fucking place and just wait. and it'll come back and then just go through.
Yeah.
So there is a learning curve once you get to know the rules of the game or the rules of the bullshit that it throws at you. You'll become better. So
Russ actually asked a question here. Is local multiplayer full screen or split screen in Fall Guys? I mean, did you get to try that out?
There's a local game? I had no idea there was a local multiplayer.
60 of your favorite people just play with them locally.
Yeah, not sure about that one, Russ. I don't see how that would even work without the Switch catching fire. But it could be like I did see it for game night, for example. For our patrons, we have a game night. We'll end up playing this at some time this year. Right. I did see a host game and join game option, but I didn't go into it. It could be one of those bullshit things where you have to pay certain things to unlock those kind of things, like it was for Tetris, right? Or something.
But then again, Tetris that's a Nintendo published thing, and it's also Tetris too. So I'm excited to see what kind of cosmetics they do, like crossovers with other stuff. Yeah, like Rocket League, for example. Like Rocket League has so many. I mean, you name it. There's been across, Ghostbusters, Fast and the Furious, Batman, like literally. American football stuff, I think. Like, dude, maybe that was Fortnite. God, I just forget.
Yeah, Fortnite's on another level. That's just that is ridiculous. Yeah. and the way they time those skins with like literally within minutes of a TV show or something coming out, it comes out. It's like
it's the big money, man.
Obi-Wan it hits Disney Plus, and the next day it's on Fortnite. The skin for Obi-Wan. It's like it's insane,
right?
But wonder if that like Nintendo crossovers for the Switch version. That'd be pretty wild. Like
I was gonna ask, is there a Switch specific cosmetic for Fall Guys?
Because Rocket League did that, right? Like Ty has the Warthog, and we have the Samus's car, right?
They haven't announced anything that I've seen, unless they've done it in like the past 24 hours or something. But no, I mean, but that's definitely a possibility. I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't. Maybe they're just trying to get the game out, just get it to work. I mean, who knows how I think Thunderful is no Epic. Sorry, I was thinking of the
Epic Games.
I'm thinking of the other game that you were talking about. But yeah, who knows how that'll work out? But maybe it should work with Rocket League. So
from the makers of Fortnite. I love my little jelly bean guy. It's great. I've seen some pretty wild costumes already, just from the game only being out for a day. People already got some cool stuff. Hot dogs, unicorns, that kind of stuff. Food items seem to be popular costumes.
Okay.
And it fits well with the aesthetics.
Wait, are you only playing with Switch players? I thought this was cross-platform.
Oh no, yeah, it is cross-platform. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yep. Some people would have been playing for ages, right?
2 years, grizzled veterans, full-time Fall Guys player.
Right.
And we're esports now.
And this comes out on Xbox today as well. Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. I was actually just checking Game Pass. I didn't see it on here yet.
It wouldn't need to be a Game Pass game. It's just
it's free to play.
Game.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm dumb as hell. Let's go.
I wasn't gonna mention it
now.
Wasn't gonna mention it.
I'm like, Game Pass. Give me it's just there in the store.
Xbox Gold required for this free game.
Right.
Brilliant. I'm joking. Am I joking? Is that still a thing, Ty?
If a game is free to play, it's no Xbox Gold required, which includes Best Game Ever, Killer Instinct. By the way,
slow golf cap for Microsoft. Thanks for making free games free again. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, I mean they did that before Sony. Right?
All right then. 15 minutes until the what's it called? Xenoblade Direct, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah. Downloading Fall Guys now.
Yeah, you're welcome. By the way, Famicast.
That's right. All the Xenoblade fans are just going to
right. We control when the directs happen.
Yes.
It is a literal effect of our podcast scheduling.
Right.
Right.
It is weird. I mean, I guess maybe we'll talk about it in the news section or something. But I mean, we talked about E3 or certain E3 things last episode, and it was like, we got nothing yet, like, apart from this Xenoblade thing.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Well, actually, no, just with that, James, you
So for
done?
my 6th game, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
I did actually play another game, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, that is going to do it for the new business. So we're going to move on to a little bit of now playing at Famicast.com. Now playing at Famicast.com. Lots of stuff going up on the website. Lots of stuff going up on YouTube. Yeah, and as like James just said, and some people on the chat have just said, yeah, the Xenoblade Direct is coming up. So we'll probably have about 500 so of you guys probably go off for that. But we're still going to have our 15,000 or whatever people here, so that's cool.
Good.
Anyway, so like I said, lots of stuff going up on the old website. Some stuff that we're going to talk about in the news here shortly. But yeah, be sure to check it out if you want just to look at some Japanese stuff, Japanany's news and stuff like that. And actually, I had like a list of like all the timing for the Xenoblade thing across the regions. But anyways, yeah. And then sometimes the websites kind of screws up with some of the pictures you could see there. Great.
Oh, ignore that bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, last week I actually put up I think it was last week. It seems like it was ages ago. I put up a retro review for NFL 2K on the Dreamcast. So if you dig some American football and want to watch a video about or read something about one of the greatest Dreamcast games that are out there, one of the greatest launch games out there, in my opinion, yeah, check it out. In terms of stuff going on for our patrons, next month, actually, we have a game night coming up. So yeah, get hyped for that, people. And yeah, and of course, like James was already showing off some footage of Firegirl and also of Cloud Garden and stuff like that. If you want to check those out in full, definitely be sure to check out the YouTube, and you can see those in full resolution. All the stuff. It's a little kind of weird watching it on the podcast, I'm sure. But
8K on your TV.
Yeah, 8K. That's all that we
provide
on the Switch. The 8K capture from the Switch. Cool.
I actually do watch a lot of YouTube on TV.
Oh yeah.
I prefer it.
Right. I'm just saying 8K. Like
that's right. On my non-8K TV. It's great. Yeah. Love it.
Cool. Well, all this and more. Right. James, what time is it?
Here's the JAPANews, boys.
That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the latest and greatest comings and goings of Japan and Nintendo. And
I actually did turn on the auto subtitles. I went back and looked at me saying that and see what it came up with. It was absolute fucking nonsense.
Nice.
It couldn't handle it.
Of course not. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Yes. Well, I'll take the first bit of news here because I mean this is something that is literally obvious that we have just been talking about. But yeah, what's that?
It's coming in hot, literally. Coming in 10 minutes.
Yeah, coming in hot. Xenoblade 3 Direct or Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct is happening in literally like 11 minutes. So yeah, you guys enjoy that if you're into some RPGs and stuff like that. From what I remember and what I've actually been reading about on Twitter, it seemed like when Xenoblade 2 came out, like they weren't too spoilery with this stuff. They were talking about like fighting systems and stuff like that, like how that works in the game. So yeah, if you want to check out that type of stuff, yeah, definitely check it out.
On behalf of Europe, you're welcome, Americans.
Right. But yeah, and just thought I'd just at least mention that. But next, actually, Ty, would you mind bringing check out the bringing what am I trying to say here?
Taking the next news.
Thank you.
Snap.
Thank you.
It's coming to the Nintendo Switch Online, Nintendo 64 expansion pack, premium big money, online thing.
Right.
For June 24th, as in 2 days. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there's some cool digital scans from 64 Dream that detail some tips and general articles about the game from 1999. By the way, if you've never played Pokemon Snap, it slaps. It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Great game.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to know, like, can you like take pictures and then print them out at Blockbuster? Is that still a thing?
Well, for Japan, we'd have to go to Lawson, but Yeah.
Print them out at Lawson. Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose you could in a roundabout way.
Right. I mean, dude, it was kind of cool. Like, last year, new Pokemon Snap came out, and they had a similar from Lawson, a similar sticker type of a thing or picture type of thing that you could do, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And yeah, so that's cool. And yeah, and
That's
right
it.
now for the video that's on the screen, it's like like tips and stuff like that, kind of similar to what Ty had just mentioned, that Nintendo does release like some snippets from this magazine called 64 Dream from back in the day, usually giving you tips or some general information about the games. And yeah, it's a non-Nintendo affiliated magazine. It's cool that they can make some of these articles like alive again and just kind of preserve them digitally this way. It's cool.
That's neat.
So
I have to wonder if there are any functional Pokemon Snap kiosks owned by collectors, or perhaps at the last remaining Blockbuster.
the museum. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, for Japan, like it's kind of unfortunate for a lot of like the promotional stuff. A lot of that stuff just gets thrown out or just sent back to Nintendo, and they do God knows what with it. Yeah, promotional items here, they're a bit harder to come by as opposed to the States. I got a bunch of stuff back like 15, 20 years ago because I knew guys, or just go to Walmart and be like, hey, can I have this? Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, for real. Like, I had a friend who managed a GameStop, and she's like, hey, Ty, you want any of this fucking trash?
Yeah.
And it's like just all the random pre-order bonuses from like the last year. Like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Now worth millions.
Right.
I mean, my little brother and I had a Nintendog stand-up thing that like actually literally barked when you came into the room, like it had a sensor on it. It was cool. It was out, and then it was out in my mom's garage for like about 10 years, so it got kind of fucked up.
Now it's like, whoa.
Or the battery. I think my mom just took the batteries out. So yeah. Well, it's got really annoying. Anytime you turn on the light, it's like it's like, God, please.
The old haunted Bivens house.
Yep.
Everyone remembers that.
Oh yeah.
The haunted dog.
That's it.
So I guess with screenshots, a lot easier these days, isn't it? Just hit the capture button on the Switch. You put it on your SD card and take it to Blockbuster for Thai, whatever.
Yep.
Good luck.
Good time.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I've played. I don't know how I played it. Maybe a demo kiosk or something like that. I've never sat down and played it, properly. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. This is what this service is for, right? Like playing a well emulated version of a game you've never played before. Question mark. Hopefully, it's well emulated.
Yeah, I have the North American version back here and the Japanese one too. The Japanese one, it's pretty cool because I mean, it's the box was different, kind of like so it can hang up on stuff. I think it's supposed to be reminiscent of like some kind of photo related thing here or something. But one other thing that I thought was kind of interesting, because I've seen some other Western outlets saying things like, well, this is the last N64 game to be coming out on Nintendo Switch Online of the ones that were announced, but they're wrong.
That's right. GoldenEye, right?
Yeah, GoldenEye. No, here in Japan, one thing that they actually announced back last September was the often forgotten Nintendo published robot games on the N64, Custom Robo, and Custom Robo V2. Those are scheduled to come out sometime on NSO here in Japan. Who knows what they'll do with those in the West? I mean, they could do a sin and punishment type of thing. Well, they could do a sin and punishment type of thing and just dump them,
Are they the last two that we know of so far?
Yeah. The last official, at least for Japan. In the West, nothing else. That's it. Like Pokemon Snap, that's the last.
Somebody did a ROM dump or whatever of the list, right? And there were some like blank entries that we didn't know. But like, was there a total of number that we know? Was it like 50 or something? 40 games?
Something like that. And I could have swore that whoever did that same kind of list, like kind of nailed down like what other games would be coming. I don't remember how they did it. Oh man, it's just not coming to mind.
It was like, there was some kind of process of elimination and kind of thought behind his guessing, if that game is coming out, then probably this one would, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but it has to be like third party after that?
Not necessarily. I mean, I can't. There's so many. Well, there are only so many third-party games that I think would be able to be pushed onto the system. I mean, there are a lot of things that I want to try out that, I mean, we talked about this before. But I think the N64, given that it had such a small library of games, like third-party games that came out that were like unlicensed, they kind of stuck out more because you'd see them in magazines, especially if they're even like halfway good. You're like, whoa, that looks cool. But I'm like, at the time, I mean, we're all around the same age. So like, well, I'm a fucking kid. I can't like go out and buy, you know, 5, $60, $70 games a year. I don't have any money,
Right.
so just reading about it and stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Third party, not licensed. It's like shit. What have we got? Win back 2, right?
Yes, PlayStation 2, but
okay.
I mean, there's like other weird things. And Ty, you might remember this one, like Tonic Trouble. Space Station Silicon Valley looks cool. I've never played it. Body Harvest. I'm just trying to think of like even if you think of Konami, they could do like Castlevania 64 or something like that. But I don't know if they'd be willing to do that because they're waiting to do a Castlevania 60 or Castlevania 3D collection. No,
is there a Castlevania on the Super Nintendo app?
There are 2. There's on the online thing. I don't know. Is Castlevania 4 on there?
Oh man, I totally forgot. Now you guys out there are probably screaming at us. I'm so sorry.
Probably not because it's in the Konami collection, but I may be wrong.
Right.
Like nobody wants to like fucking put their games on here when they can resell it because I'm sure Nintendo isn't offering them jack shit.
Right. That's why like the City Connection company, this company called City Connection, they own the rights.
I know they published Death Smiles, the best shmup ever.
Okay, well, let's say they teamed up like crazy with Nintendo Switch Online stuff. So, but yeah, okay, JCat, she's taking it off to check out the Xenoblade stuff. Have fun, and but
good luck to her.
Yeah. Anyways, before we close on N64 talk, anything else? Any other predictions or things that you would like to see on?
I can't wait till Scrimblow Bimblow's Funny Day comes out.
That'd be great. All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Cool. Well, James, do you want to take the next bit of news?
Fucking Iggy's Wrecking Balls. Let's
go. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, the Switch is getting some Final Fantasy VII love. During the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary live stream, last Friday, June the 17th, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion is hitting Nintendo Switch and all the other big boy platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, this winter. The original game was released on the PSP. Oh, okay, now it makes more sense. Why it's coming to Switch. Back in 2007/8. While Square Enix hasn't directly said this, it is entirely possible that this could be, yikes, a cloud vote. So a PSP game too powerful for the Switch. Confirmed.
Yes. No, this remake of this actually looks quite nice. And when this game came out, I was here in 2007, and actually I just started my first like adult job like that month that this game came out. So I like had like no money because I hadn't got paid yet. So like I didn't get this game or anything. But I've always been interested. There's so many like Final Fantasy VII like side story type of games that I just wanted to try out, and I think this will be kind of cool. I really don't know too much about it, honestly, aside from just the trailer I watched. But you're following or you're controlling Zack, like the guy that basically, spoiler alert, like Cloud is kind of mixed up with and stuff like that. And stuff like that. But
I was very confused by all the Final Fantasy announcements. So like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I forgot that wasn't complete. That's like split into different parts, right?
Right.
So the second part is not called Remake Part 2 or Chapter 2. It's called Reunion or Rebirth. Okay.
Right.
And then the third one is called
don't know.
Something else, right?
Don't know, because they haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there was multiple Final Fantasy VII games announced at this thing. It's like
right. Most of them, I mean, all of them pretty much like remakes. I think there was a cell phone game from back in the day that's coming to mobile and stuff like that. The naming on this stuff can be kind of actually pretty confusing too. I mean, I've just been kind of sitting on the sidelines with a lot of Final Fantasy VII stuff for about the past decade, aside from picking up a remake in 2020 and not coming anywhere close to finishing it. Not because I didn't like it, it's just didn't. But
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Reunion, Rebirth, and something else. Retrograde. Well, they're running out of words that begin with RE, don't they?
Right. Right. So yeah, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised to see that at least one of these things was coming to Switch. Yeah, like James said, it is possible that this could be relegated to a cloud version of the game, which I hope that's not the case. But Square Enix isn't afraid to do this. Look, they wouldn't even put together those Kingdom Hearts PS2 games on Switch natively. They had to make sure they did those via the cloud just because. So we'll see. But yeah, anyway.
I can confirm there are no Castlevania games on NES or Super NES. We have Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but no Castlevania.
Okay.
That I can see, unless I'm being blind.
Okay. Well, the last little bit of news here, this is something that actually just dropped yesterday, but I found it interesting because I've been kind of following this since they first announced it. So you guys might have heard of a little game called Dragon Quest X Offline, which is obviously, from the sound of it, an offline version of Dragon Quest X. It was slated for a summer 2022 release, but they've actually officially revealed it. It's coming out on September 15th. PS4, PS5, PC, and Switch. DLC has been confirmed to be coming out in spring of 2023, and that is, of course, based. I mean, Dragon Quest X, it has so many different versions, and like basically this DLC is going to be based on that type of stuff, like the version 2, the stories and stuff like that were with that. We kind of transformed into like a single player exclusive type of game. Yeah, so I mean, obviously, if you've ever seen footage of Dragon Quest X, you'll know that it's kind of like, it looks very much like every Dragon Quest game from about Dragon Quest VIII. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. Dragon Quest XI looks really similar and stuff like that too. But for this one, they actually kind of chibified the graphics and stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, Square Enix, of course, they have a freaking name for what they call this style. They call it the DD rotoscope style, and that stands for dots and deformation. So a lot of people are mad about the graphics in this offline version of the game, but yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting. It's a good way of differentiating it from the original online version, I guess.
Exactly. And because like the logos are identical, aside from one says online and the other says offline, I can see a lot of people getting confused. So I think yes, I mean, here at least it makes sense, I think, for them to do this, and also kind of looks a little bit more like old school, like with a bit of like modern flair. So I think Japanese gamers might be into something like this, especially if they just skipped out on the game entirely because they're just turned off by MMO.
Yeah, I actually I remember as one of my students was a huge fan of Dragon Quest. She played every single game in the series, and then when this game was announced, she actually went out of her way to get a Wii and whatever it was, the fucking USB and the keyboard and the online everything, like just to play this game. Which that just when she told me that, I was just like, oh, this is what Japanese people do. They follow their favorite series, no matter where it goes, no matter what fucking crazy shit they have to do, they will follow it. Like Monster Hunter fans, that was a solidly Sony game, right? That was like 100% Sony, like, and then it goes to 3DS, and then they just drop Sony straight to 3DS. They just like forget about the Sony one after that. And since then it's come back to Sony with World and all that kind of stuff. But that is such a Japanese thing to do, isn't it? Like, so I mean, I think Microsoft could actually benefit from that kind of mentality, because like if they put a Japanese game, like make it a Microsoft exclusive, they will fucking buy an Xbox to play that game. Like it'd have to be a huge franchise, and I don't know if
I don't even know if
They got the
companies
money.
would even,
Microsoft got the money, man.
I don't even think like a company, if like, let's say if Microsoft were for instance, to go up to Square Enix and be like, yo, put this exclusively on Xbox for, years. I don't think that they would, no amount of money would like make some of these companies want to do that, honestly.
Didn't that literally happen? Like, who made Blue Dragon?
Yeah.
That Mistwalker, smaller. I mean, it was what's his face, Final Fantasy dude. But
right.
They were on the right track. That kind of mentality, they were on the right track on 360.
But
they
just
gave up, but
it just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
Right. Didn't get the right exclusives, but whatever.
Yeah,
right.
It was the right
Idolmaster. Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah. But I guess one last thing about Dragon Quest X offline, because like I said, it hasn't been confirmed, and Square Enix hasn't said anything about releasing it in the West or anything like that. But something that some people always say, like on YouTube comments or a video I made, they're like, they need to just release it as is, like in the West, like, with the regular proportion models and stuff like that. I could see something like that happening. I mean, there's, like I said too, there's like 6 versions now of Dragon Quest X. So like there are literally 6 different quote unquote games that they could release. They could remarket it as like, this is Dragon Quest Legends, or something like that.
Chapter 1
in the West.
Chapter 6. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it's not online, so it's a set thing, that can be localized. You know, with the online thing, it was like an ever-changing thing, right? So,
right. I mean, the stories were set, but I mean, obviously, the online aspect of it. I mean, I did last year actually. I did a video talking about the case for Dragon Quest X offline coming to the West. If you're interested, you guys should definitely check it out.
I remember a friend of the show, John Ricciardi, on the 8-4 Play podcast. I remember him saying for years, decades now, about how he used to pay, every month for Dragon Quest X, like to keep his house or whatever it was. I wonder if he's still paying.
Oh, the fucking real estate in that game! It was bananas, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I think he's still playing. He just had a tweet about it the other day because they just released version 6.2 on Switch. I think it's still on Wii U. Maybe it's still a 3DS version, still kicking. I think I was playing it last year.
even if he's only paying like what 500 yen a month or something, very minuscule.
It's more
like
than that.
Even if it was that, he would have literally spent hundreds of dollars just to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want to do with your money, I guess. I'm not here to judge.
Right, thousands of dollars.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that is actually going to do it for the JAPANews. And James, I hear a little jingle. You hear
there
that?
It is. Yes, that is right. We are going for the Fukubukuro of Fabulousness. And this is the part of the show where no one's listening because they're all watching the fucking direct. But usually we would be having our wonderful audience interacting with us and telling us which games they've enjoyed as I peruse Deku Deals, which you should all probably know about by now. Should be on your bookmarks, right?
Right.
So yeah, let's check out. Let's try some good games for less than $10 that you can all buy and play today. And I don't think Turtles is going to show up because that was at least 20, wasn't it? So
yeah,
even with its discount, I don't think it's going to be on the list today.
Right.
But yeah, please let us know, Danny, Ty, anyone still listening or watching on the YouTubes, let us know. Oh, straight away, some of that Ty would definitely recommend. Crypt of the Necro Dancer Nintendo Switch Edition, 80% off, $4. I think it is often on sale, actually, to be honest.
Right.
But I believe this has like a couple of extra characters.
Okay.
Ty seems to have left the building, but it's one of his favorite games ever, right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find games that we haven't talked about at this point.
Right.
Keep repeating ourselves, right? Undermine, that looks really cool, and I don't know what it is. Danny?
I'm not sure. I just think Undertale, and it's not that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe it's
Zelda-like type of thing.
Zelda. Yeah, it looks actually looks like one of the bosses from Zelda 3.
Right.
But it looks like it's got more numbers and yeah, it says it's an action adventure role playing game. So yeah, maybe
Okay.
a little bit more RPG than Zelda would be.
Okay.
It's all right. Anyway, that's $9.99 at the moment,
Okay.
half off. Super One More Jump. I remember we actually have a review of that on our site.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Please tell me it wasn't me.
No. Michael played it for us. I played it for a little bit because I saw him. I worked with him. It's a kind of it's a platform game, but you're controlling a ball, and it's very hard. And it's like
Monkey Ball. Got it.
Yeah, it's 2D side 2D game.
So they're going to go on. This developer is going to go on to make like a very violent, set in Japan, gangster type of game from now, right?
Absolutely. Ty, I just recommended Crypt of the Necrodancer for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's one of the finest video games ever made. It's probably like $2 or something, isn't it?
I think it's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, breaking the bank. Get it.
Breaking the bank. I'm just trying to work out what game this is. It looks really interesting. It's called Going Under. Internships are heck.
Oh yeah, I've seen this game before.
Okay.
It's God, I don't even know how you play it. But
it looks like it's from the makers of Moving Out or something like that.
Right.
But I have no idea what it is. Like work simulator.
It's like kind of a jokey work simulator. I think you end up like fighting demons and stuff mostly.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Something.
A little bit of a possibly recommended question mark.
Yeah, I haven't actually played it, but I've seen it and it looks interesting to me.
Okay, cool. So Blossom Tales, we've recommended that dozens of times by now. I'm sure everyone's bought it by now. So I'm going to click on this one because it has a Metacritic score of 80 and a user review score of 8, which is unusually high because
8 out of 10, 8 out of 100.
Yeah, right. User review is always like really low. I think much lower than the Metacritic score. Okay, now I don't get it. This doesn't look like. What the hell is this game?
Oh, this looks. Okay, at a glance, it looks kind of like maybe like a Contra Metal Slug kind of game, but also like I'm reminded of what was that physics flash game with the giant laser? No Time to Explain. That's what this looks like to me for some reason.
Yeah, it does look like a run and gun kind of game, doesn't it?
Yeah. What was the title again?
This was called The Bug Butcher. I almost said The Bug Catcher. No, The Bug Butcher.
Russ just said it's on Game Pass. I get it. I think he's talking about
just
The Bug Butcher.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This one is The Bug Butcher?
Okay. Sure.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure.
All right.
I don't think it is on Game Pass.
Okay, he was talking about whatever we were talking about before that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to remember. The Rogue Aces, was that the game that I played? That kind of World War One play? No, it isn't. Okay.
No, that was Red.
That was. Oh yeah, Red Baron or something. Red.
Oh no! Oh my God! That was that was 2 years ago. Holy crap!
That was good though. I like that one. Right. The one that I played, I liked the one.
Yeah.
Death Squared. Was that the first game ever reviewed on the Famicast.com?
Yeah, first Famicast.com review by yours truly.
There it is.
Fun game, freaking hard, but $2. I'd say give it a shot for that. Yeah.
Nice, cool. It's like a puzzle game, basically.
Puzzle game. You can control up to four little boxes with one controller by using like the triggers to basically change. Oh my God, you can get really confusing.
I think they had a demo of that. I played that one. Yeah, even the demo was fucking crazy.
Right.
20XX. I know Cyrus liked that game. It's like a Mega Man. What's it called? Mega Man.
Right.
Zero.
Mega Man X.
Mega Man X kind of game. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's even a sequel to that by now.
Yeah.
there's a lot of Picross games on sale. If you like Picross, there's a Picross 6 for $6.99.
Yeah.
And just before there was another one, wasn't it? Yeah, Picross
probably. 3. Yeah, probably all of them.
Yeah, probably they are. They're just not in order
crazy
on this page. Let's see. Planet Alpha. What the hell is that? That's not the game that I'm thinking about actually. The picture, the icon looks similar to.
This is one of those limbo likes that I hated.
Great.
There was like a 3D like first person adventure game, like really like Metroid Prime ish, which has a similar kind of icon here. It's called like Return to the Planet something. And I remember Johnny Metz recommended it. It was really good if you like Metroid Prime, which I do. And if I ever see it on sale, I might pick it up. It's not that. Yeah, another Picross game on sale. Yeah, like Picross, go nuts.
Hold out for the Hatsune Miku Picross.
Okay.
Is that a thing that's happening?
I don't know if it. I think it's out on Switch because I talked to that a lot. I was playing it on Xbox.
Okay.
Because I got it for like $4.
Right. That one. I got you.
That one.
That's the one. Okay. Wow. Can't really see any new ones here.
Oh, there's the Inner World. That's the game. The other game that I also hate.
Okay. Also hate. Okay.
So Ty's saving you $3.
What's the user review score on that? I want to see.
The Inner World is 6.8.
Yeah.
Too high.
Yeah.
Too high for that one. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just trying to look at the highest one here. Miles and Kylo. I actually played a version of that one. That is fucking hard. That's like it's like Mario / Meat Boy. It's like if Mario was Meat Boy hard.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like a boy getting dragged by his dog. I think it's like not an endless runner, but like you're constantly moving. Like you can't stop, maybe.
Like a forced scrolling kind of game.
Yeah, forced scrolling game. But it's like super cute, like nice 2D chunky pixels.
Nice.
Really nice artwork, and it's balls hard. Like, I mean, look at this screenshot. Like, holy shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That's like some grimy NES stuff. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. This might be up Ty's alley.
Let me see if this is on Xbox.
This is Miles and Kylo or Kilo. I'm not sure.
Miles and Otis.
It is $1.59.
All right, it's $8 full price on Xbox.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna add it to my wish list though.
There you go. Nice. Figment. I don't know if we talked about that before.
Sounds familiar.
This is long been on many recommended lists. It's a beautiful game. Like holy shit, the artwork is just amazing. Each scene just looks like a piece of art. It's kind of incredible. It's I believe it's a puzzle game, right? Oh yeah, action adventure puzzle game.
Okay.
And just like an Escher painting or something. Like it's just look at it. It's crazy. So amazing. Yeah, I only hear good things about Figment. I think it was maybe at like Bit Summit or something like that, or maybe E3.
Okay.
Not E3, the other one, TGS. Sorry,
right.
We never go to the E3.
Right.
So yeah, looks like there's a couple of games there. Like definitely Picross.
Yeah, I'd say check out Death Squared. Like James said, I think there is a demo. So if you haven't played it, geez, it's 5 years old by now. So yeah, check it out.
I'm really attracted to this this icon. Let's see if it lives up to. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, sometimes a good icon can sell you on a game, right?
Yeah,
and then it's kind of disappointing when the game looks nothing like what you thought.
Right, you click in and then you find out disappointed or pleasantly surprised. Well,
I actually do
pleased.
Yeah, I do like how the eShop recently they kind of flick between screenshots.
Right,
like if you just hover over on the actual eShop.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'm glad they started doing that.
Yeah, that's a good.
Immediately see what the game actually looks like. You're like, okay, next.
Right.
Oh, that looks good. All right then. So, from one sack of crap to the next. No, no, sorry. Sack of goodness to the next. It's Taz Anime Trays.
Yeah. So after last week's massive one, I have but a modest 3 boxes. I have some stuff coming in the mail, but it won't be here till tomorrow.
I will say too, just in case any of you guys want to try this stuff out, Lemonade has tried out Tokyo Catch, as we talked about earlier in the show. I have these linked up in the show notes, have these linked up on the YouTube video, so you can check it out and just see what you can do. There are free plays for most of these that you can see, so yeah, check it.
Yeah. So I've been using 5 different sites now.
Yeah, you'll have to. Okay, yeah, you have to tell me the other one, because I don't have one of them. What's the newest one, Ty?
The newest one is Sega UFO.
Sega UFO already,
which is different from Sega Catcher, which has rebranded to Gigo Catcher or Gigo Online or whatever.
Why did Sega even go through with getting rid of doing it and then just bringing it back again? That's so weird.
It's because they were only licensing the name to the company, and I guess they had a partnership because Sega also produces and distributes a lot of the merchandise that goes through.
Okay.
So they're like, we should still try to have a direct UFO catcher site.
Right. Just based on
fatter profit margins.
Right. Name recognition alone, I think, right?
Yeah. All right. So the first one here, this is an unlabeled box. That means it's from Taito Catcher. Which I'm pretty sure you cannot fucking play without a Japanese. No. I think it only ships to Japan because I can play it with my American credit card, and I do get a free play every day as well. And what do we have here? It's a fucking figure. It's Fujiko from Lupin the Third.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Her.
Yeah. The classic big booby girl.
Right.
Let's go. All right, now without the plastic, you can see. I guess this. I wonder if this is one that has 2 different colors or what. Okay, she has just this black leather outfit. You can kind of see.
Right.
Yeah, pretty good. Nice looking figure.
Yeah. I mean, it's big booby anime girl, but it's she's modestly dressed for considering where her character is.
All right, now, this box is kind of heavy. I don't know what's in here.
Uh-oh.
I do. No, I don't. I totally forgot.
Okay.
Too small for a tent.
Yeah, it's too small for a tent. It could be a figure, but if it is, it's a heavy one.
Ooh.
And this is from... This one's from Tokyo Catch.
Okay.
They all label their packages differently, and it's weird. Tokyo Catch, all of their shipping labels are handwritten.
Oh,
I'm who are you subjecting to this?
Maybe mom and pop thing. They just do it out of their garage.
Right? Yeah, it is a smaller site. Oh, okay. We have 2 figures, very tightly packed together. All right. What do we got? We got Anime-chan right here.
Relax time.
Yeah,
it's relax time.
I've seen that text probably on one of these unboxings.
yeah. There's a few figures that I guess is sort of some sort of brand or series.
Okay.
Now we have agitation time. All right, we got another fucking quintuplets figure. So there's yeah, right. So there's a whole series of these where they have these black dresses. These oh fuck, I dropped it. These I guess these classy gown kind of dresses. I don't know. I think I'm well on my way to collecting the whole set.
Unironically too.
Yeah. Well, first it's a joke, but then I have to complete the set, right?
Yeah. You need it. I get it.
I love you, Anime-chan. Now on Netflix. All right. Now we have a big but lightweight box from Gigo Catcher, formerly Golton, formerly Sega Catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Russ Greeno, man, I didn't see when this comic came up, but anime April O'Neil, maybe Fujiko.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Kinda, I mean,
yeah. All right, what do we have in here from the catcher? Oh, yeah, it's another fucking quintuplet. What do you know?
God, those things just won't go away, will they?
Right? Yeah, here you go. It's a swimsuit one.
Ooh, goodness.
I'm also well on the way to collecting all 5 swimsuit girls.
Why is she wearing my swimsuit?
Right? I think they made her boobs bigger just for the figure.
Of course.
Nice.
Of course it did.
Right? Which makes sense if you've ever seen Nami from One Piece.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Her boobs are different sizes on each season, I think.
Yeah, they just get bigger over time.
Right.
More profitable over time.
Right.
And now I have a big box of these fucking shipping plastic bubble things.
Yeah, those things are
I have fun just like popping them with my pen.
right.
Like
Shouldn't you be sleeping on those types? What a waste.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that's enough neurosis for now. Yeah, that's my modest anime pile.
Well, Russ. She might be lactating. We don't know.
Right.
Thank you, Russ.
All right. Where did I throw that other one? Okay. Well, they're all here. And that's it for anime box this time. But
okay.
I guarantee some more weird shit next time.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Garden chairs. Got it.
Right. Looking forward to it.
This is fun.
We'll get the full camping set sooner or later.
Oh, right.
Right. Like I need like a kerosene outdoor stove.
Gas canister by mail. Yeah. Perfect.
Yep. Ship it.
Yep.
Fucking tents.
Yeah. I got that. You remember how like those fucking tents came shaped? Like I hope they would be like small, convenient little things I could like put in a backpack, but they're like these big round frisbee fucking things.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're supposed to be thrown over your shoulder, right? Not like in a bag. They are the bag.
Yeah.
Right. Have you figured out like how you can do something with that, or they're just like back in the wilderness somewhere in your room?
Yeah. Like I stored them like in like the narrow space next to my fridge.
That's a good idea.
So they're close to the door. If like my apartment crumbles and I have to flee into the woods, I can grab it on the way out.
Yes, perfect.
Soon you'll be living in the tent, though, right? Because your apartment will be the storage area.
Right.
Yes.
Sure enough. Jesus Christ. End my life.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for the trash. On that note, happy note. Let's go ahead.
Hapless note.
Let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. So, if you guys have any feedback, anything you want to say or sound off to us, you definitely can do that. You can hit us up with a more long-term thing or long-form thing, thefamicast@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter @thefamicast. Sign up in the comments on YouTube. Sign up in the comments on the site article or whatever, and we'll get to your stuff like these guys. I was going to just read a couple of things from YouTube. And James, would you mind checking stuff on Twitter?
Yeah.
And
do that
while
right now.
you're, yeah.
Should I go first, or are you going first? Or?
If you got it pulled up, please go ahead.
Diamond City shopping centers. Circle City roller derby. Yes, at the Famicast on Twitter, obviously.
Right.
You're all following us. If you search for Famicast, if you do a Google search for Famicast, then you might get El Famicasto. That's not us, okay?
Right.
That's not us. That's like a Spanish emulation site for some reason.
Right. Of course.
Best of luck to them.
Right.
So yeah, Twitter. Here we go. I'm just Dragon Quest. Maybe this is one is aimed at Ty. This is from MLG XXX808.
That's a gamer tag.
There you go. He says, "Did Dragon Quest XI failed on Xbox?"
I don't know.
Brilliant.
You tell me, man. I haven't seen the numbers. Do I look like I play Dragon Quest games? The answer is
Dragon
no.
Quest XI. It is on Xbox, right?
Yeah, it is. I did actually respond to him, and
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
Dragon Quest XI has sold a lot of copies. Square Enix hasn't broken down, at least by platform. At least they didn't specifically say how many sold on the Xbox. I would imagine that
Right.
probably not too many, and also
8
the fact
million.
that the fact that it was also on Game Pass or is on Game Pass in some regions. I mean, that's how do you know what I mean? Like, how can you assign a value to that? I mean, you know what I mean? It's just kind of weird. So,
right. Like they never report on digital sales figures, so
Yeah.
like sales numbers for individual games have long since been rendered useless for our fucking popularity circle jerks.
yeah, I think so too. To an extent. I mean, yeah.
So there was a tweet from the Hacker News. Researchers have discovered a new Golang-based peer-to-peer botnet malware targeting Linux servers. Appears to be operated by Japanese hackers.
Cool.
And of course, Russ chimes in with the Famicast are probably the most high-profile Japanese hackers around.
Cool.
You're welcome.
That's
us.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, that is both insulting and true.
Mm-hmm.
So are we? Oh yeah, Cole Ponfire. Yeah, I was asking him if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I am. Cole Ponfire. There it is. Thanks, Chris, is his actual name. Hope you keep watching. Thanks for subscribing, liking, etc. Danny, is this a baseball tweet here? I'm a bit confused. Yes, it is. Free update to the Baseball Power Pro.
How old is that tweet?
Space Guard Ghostman said,
Great name.
Great name. Any chance you can do a tutorial on Akan 9? Is it normal to be in season 2 and only played 4 games? Only one players keep disappearing as well? I have no idea what any of that means. Danny?
Yeah, that mode, it's like you're taking control of like a high school team as like a coach. And a lot of it's simulated because you have to like choose practice times, and basically you're building up your team, and then eventually you're going through these practices, and they actually put you in like a real game, and you can play it. I haven't actually touched it that much, so like I'm not the guy to ask. Actually, through comments and stuff like this, I got invited to like a Power Pro Discord. Like I've joined it, but I don't really said much. But like those guys have put a lot of work into a lot of Power Pro related type of stuff, like translations and just general community and stuff. So if you're interested in stuff like that, that'd be a good place to check. I wish I had their names. So that's freaking fantastic. Great.
Thanks for that, Danny.
Yes.
So there was another one actually from Cope on Fire. I guess he tweeted the day after the last episode. He says, I haven't watched the live cast in a few months, but I did today because I turned on YouTube and it was live. I get a small thrill seeing my face and Twitter post come up on the screen.
Yeah.
Great pod as usual. It never fails to make me smile. I need to order a Famicast. Yeah, you should. It's awesome. Yeah. We like popping up people on the live shit, right?
Yeah.
Like this guy just popped up right now. There he is. Kiero76 Gaming. Just recently found your channel. Loving your work. Okay. Not sure where I put the but in there.
Right.
But whatever. Thanks for subscribing.
I just found this channel and I hate it.
Yes. Thanks for the good work. Thanks for trying.
Even though I'm on it.
No. Thanks for the comment. That's great.
Yeah.
And we did have a couple of comments from the last episode. Good old John Cario. He had a couple of comments. This is a good one too. He said, we need an Anime-chan counter. When Ty's doing the unboxings. I mean, they're basically a member of the show at this point, is what he said, and he's not lying.
I love you, Anime-chan.
Right.
There are literally more members than us, so
there are.
Just look at Ty's screen right now.
Right.
They're all the same one.
They are.
I have all the thumbnails, Ty, on my hard drive as JPEGs, and I could just kind of go back in time and just watch your room get slowly emptier, and then play it forward and so slowly increase.
Right. Another comment from John Curry on that same episode. He says, actually, I remember Doom 60, because we were talking about, he was asking, I think, about what are some like 60 frame a second games that we recommend on the Switch. And I think one of the things you said was like Doom 64. Yeah. And he said, yeah, actually, I remember Doom 64 running pretty low in terms of frames per second on the 64. So he said, I'm going to check that out.
And it was high for 64.
Well, yeah, I mean, some games on the 64
15 frames a second, baby.
Yeah,
no, okay. Doom 64 ran like guaranteed 30 frames a second or more on 64 at all times, and that was huge at the time.
Yeah. Right.
But on Switch, who knows? I don't know what 60 frames a second.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 60. Yeah.
58.8 actually.
Exactly. Yeah, and then a couple other things like I'll kind of keep this one brief. It's some more baseball stuff, but somebody's asking like Pro Yaku Spirits or Power Pro, and like that's pretty tough because Power Pros is the cute one, but Pro Yaku Spirits is the realistic one. It's basically the same engine but just different look. But the games do play quite a bit differently. But it's like, yeah, it's a tough question. But I prefer the sim style stuff with the more realistic characters. But this kind of your mileage may vary. But yeah, lots of stuff actually came up and stuff. But we're just gonna have to keep it at that. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, Kiero, he or she said I would love seeing, because on a video I did for Top Japan Wii U titles, which of course Yakuza 1 and 2 HD was on the Wii U. That was a thing.
Right, the only Yakuza game on Nintendo consoles.
I have a review of that actually up on Nintendo World Report. If you just type in that game and then like Nintendo World Report, you could read my review from 2012 or 2013 and check out what I thought at the time. I remember kind of having fun with it and stuff like that. But he said, I would love seeing Yakuza 1 and 2 HD. Like, yeah, it'd be cool on the Nintendo system, but I don't think it's going to happen these days.
You just need to search the word Yakuza in Nintendo World Report, because it's literally the only Nintendo game ever.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You're not going to get hundreds of hits on that one.
Yeah, good point. Cool. Well, I think that's actually going to do it for the feedback. And actually, that's going to do it for the show. All right. So before we sign off here, we're going to go ahead and give out our Twitter handles. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV, and that's on Twitter. James, where can people find you?
Oh yeah, actually, I'll give out my my Twitter, which is at FamiComplicated. But I forgot to show this on the last episode. I changed the poster behind me to a summer version. So there we go. Available in all good shops. No, this is not available anywhere. And it would be cool to sell these or give these away. I don't know how we would do it. But
make an image and just put it on Twitter.
print it out yourself. Good luck to you.
And you have to pay us. They're NFTs.
That's right. Oh yeah, then make it into an NFT. Good.
There it is.
Good call. Right then. Ty, what's your Twitter handle again? I always forget every episode.
It's at CNN. No. It's at Super Cat Drugs. Best handle on Twitter. Let's see. Some good scrub quotes on here recently. Well, that I retweeted from elsewhere, of course. I would never say anything scrubby.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some memes, and check out the video of me Zuna dropping a guy off a skyscraper. It's all there.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You should watch that.
Right.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, that is going to...
Yeah, Famicast NFT is confirmed. Yeah,
that's
100%.
it. That's it. Yep. Oh, boy. Buttons, things. Yeah, so that is going to do it for the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in live, those of you that had the chance to do it. I hope you guys, you phonies that jumped out on us to go watch some Xenoblade stuff, hope you had a good time. Actually,
Traitors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, traitor. I really do hope you had a good time watching that. And Yeah.
So next episode is July. Danny?
Yeah, man.
Cranking up the heat.
Yeah. It's getting kind of warm here. But
is it near Star Festival?
Yes, I'm trying to think. I have all these things planned out for months, but I don't remember.
And then at the time I ask you, you have no fucking idea.
2 weeks from today. 2 weeks
it
from.
Is. It's July 6th, which is one day before Star Festival. Star Festival Eve. What is Star Festival? That's your homework. Find out for next episode, and we'll tell you.
Figure it out.
Oh yeah, and give us $3 so you can see my upcoming games that made us.
Holy shit!
That's it.
Man, we totally failed to mention that in new business, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Find out what made Ty the person he is today.
Anime Chan is not
right. Yeah, you're gonna get some real deranged shit.
It's amazing. Like you say that sentence, different tone of voice, it totally changes it. Find out what games made Ty the man he is today.
Right.
Find out what games made Ty the man he is today.
Right.
Ominous music.
Right.
Slow panning over black and white photos.
All right. Well, that is actually going to do it. Boys, thank you so much. We will catch all you guys later.
Family Crew out.
Peace.